What's up? It's your boy Andre coming back at you with another video. I know it's been a while. I actually got a few videos I have to post. I actually had to re-record them because when I tried to transfer one of my movies over to the cloud, like something happened and I couldn't upload them. So um, I'll probably upload them probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I might actually upload one later on tonight. It all depends on what happens in the next few hours. But anyway, I had a video that I was going to do about the Kamikaze album. I was thinking about maybe doing a vlog because it's really kind of hard to cover that in 15 minutes. But I'm gonna try and get into this video to try to get under that limit. It's gonna be about the MGK disc. So I just want to start off and say I've been a fan of Eminem since the beginning. Um, I like MGK. I guess you could say I'm a fan because I do listen to his music. I know he's been getting into like movies and a lot of other things. Like that's what some like artists do. Like when they make their music and then they take other opportunities. There's nothing wrong with that. But he came out with the diss, Rap Devil, against Eminem. And when I first listened to it, I was like, wow, like this is really good. And then when I took a step back and listened to it, I kind of realized he really didn't say as much as I thought he would did. Um, as it goes along, it does kind of get better until he gets into the fourth verse. And the fourth verse, I mean, he had a lot in there, but the first few verses, especially the first two, I mean, he really didn't say much. I think one of the hardest things about really coming at Eminem is even if you're saying something bad about him, about his looks or whatever, you can't really, it's hard to bring up something that he probably hasn't said about himself, kind of thing. So, but the issue with me is a lot of the people that are saying like he bodied Eminem and all this. A lot of them really don't like Eminem. Some of them claim to be Eminem fans, but most of them really aren't. Um, and then you got like, of course, your people that are like MGK fans. For me, I just like I said, I mean, I'm an Eminem fan. I like MGK. Um, I'm not like a super big fan of MGK, but I mean, he got quite a few songs that like I do like to listen to of his. But with the whole disc, even he said in and I was confused. Like that's why I'm scratching my head. He was like, it took you 6 years to write a disc. Now, it really wasn't a diss. It was really just him saying like, I haven't forgot what you said all those years ago, and if you wanted to come at me in your own song. Don't use a Tech Nine diss. Like it really wasn't a diss. He was just inviting him in to say, look, if you want to come at me, I mean, I guess he was saying he was ready. So that's why I like that he came out with the response that he did. It don't matter how quick it was. It's just a matter of fact that he responded, which I really liked. But it wasn't like I said. Like people keep bringing up what happened 6 years ago, and to kind of cover that really quick. Basically, he said some shit about his daughter, and honestly, I would do the same thing. I mean, it was like a 5 6 year difference between them. Like he was like 21, 22. She was like 15, 16. He was like he was then like in his song, like when I get into the lyrics, he tried to say it was like a joke. And it was like, it wasn't a joke. You meant it. You got called out on it. But at the same time, you can't talk about a man's daughter, especially when she's underage. I mean, that's a no. I mean, just saying something about his daughter like that, anyways, was kind of wrong. But I'm gonna get into. I got my phone up here, so to me and the whole camera is gonna look weird. So he comes in the first verse and he basically was talking about get some clippers. His beard was weird, which was, and then he talked about, he goes in to say tough talk from a rapper paying millions for security a year. And I mean, a lot of big rappers pay for security, you know, like, I mean, it's good to have your own person. They have their own personal security too. But at the same time, it's like, I don't really see anything wrong with that. So that really didn't hit me. Then he got into the whole Haley thing and he was talking about cooped up in the studio yelling at the mic like he's mad. Like, I mean, Eminem's really not that mad guy anymore. That's why you don't get that old music that everyone wants, you know, like, and I said, to be an Eminem fan, you really have to understand his music. But I'll get into that in the other video I had posted. Then he goes and talks about you're sober and or you're sober and bored, huh? 46 years old, and then, you know, the whole trick bitch thing. It wasn't all that, but I kind of liked it. I chuckled at that, and I'm still kind of chuckling at that now. Then he goes on, man up and handle your shit. Mad about something I said in 2012. Took you 6 years and a surprise album just to come with a diss. And it didn't take 6 years. I said the comments that he made way back, Eminem just really wanted him to just say, dude, like, if it was a joke, you said it was a joke, just like apologize. And I mean, it's just like, all you had to do was say, look, I didn't mean no disrespect with the joke. You know, if you took it offensive, I'm sorry. You know, like, to talk about a man's daughter and you're older than her, it's like I said, that's not cool. I'm going to keep saying that because that's how it is. And then he fucks up. He says, homie, we get it. We know that you're the greatest rapper alive. And like I said, when you're coming at somebody with a diss, especially at Eminem, and even not just because it's Eminem, you don't ever acknowledge or give the person you are any acknowledgement, any props. It's just a straight, I'm dogging you, I'm coming at you with facts or whatever this or whatever that. That's what it comes down to. I said in a few times, like in the first two verses, you know, he like gives props to the Eminem. It's just, no, you don't do that. Then he says, fucking dweeb. All you do is read the dictionary and stay inside, which was corny. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You making fun of a man for being educated. Fuck a rap guy. I'm the rap devil. And then he do the little rap devil thing. And I said, that's once again like him paying homage to his idol. Eminem already did the whole rap devil, you know, thing. He never acknowledged the name, but the whole notion that Eminem already did. So come barefaced with a black shovel, and we gonna forget the chorus. Then he talks about how Eminem tried to blackball him, and I mean, I understand that, but like I said, like the comments you made, and then he goes in and talks about, you know, how he had to try to get him shelved. Then he says, still can't cover up the fact your last 4 albums is as bad as your selfie. And I don't know why everybody like so stuck on old Eminem. Like I said, if you listen to Eminem's music, you'll know why his music sounds how it is. So for you to say that's your idol, you're a fan, but you saying Eminem's last few albums were bad or this one was bad, you're not really a fan. You just like Eminem, or you're a nostalgic fan, is how I like to call it. Somebody who's kind of stuck on the old way, and it's a term that you could kind of they use like with the whole basketball conversation. But anyways, then he goes, let's leave all the beef into 50. You're pushing 50. And I said the whole age thing, like, age don't mean anything when it comes to rapping. I said I really don't understand the whole thing. Then he goes in and talk about the conference call and him wanting to say sorry and him thinking it was a joke. Then he says, yeah, I'll acknowledge you're the GOAT. Like I said, once again, like, you don't give someone props in a diss. It's just a no. Then we just gonna kind of skip over to the rest of that. Then in the third one, he starts really he starts saying a few things like that were just that I kind of like I know your ego is hurting just to know that all of your fans discover me. He like, damn, he's a younger me, except he dresses better and I'm ugly. Always making fun of me. Stop all the thuggery, Marshall. You're living in luxury. And I said, that don't mean it, because I mean, you kind of, I mean, you don't might not live in luxury, but I mean, you got millions, so that was no. Look what you done to me. Dropped an album just because of me. Once again, the album wasn't just because of you. So, um, you got money, but I'm hungry. And I said, like, in this verse, I don't understand why he keeps bringing this money and luxury thing. Like, when he have, he kind of has the same thing. I gotta respect the OGs, and I know most of them personally. But you're just a bully acting like a baby, so I gotta read you a nursery. Now that I said, and then like the rest of this, like I kind of like. I said, then the fourth verse is really where he kind of really gets into a lot of things. I said it was still a few lines. I mean, but I said if you actually look at the lyrics and you like just sit down, like you'll realize that it wasn't as good as like you actually think it is. Like I've been telling people, it reminds me of the whole Jay-Z Nas beef, where for years they just kind of threw little jabs at each other. I mean, and for you could call it a diss. I kind of call it a jab. A diss would be like this, like where you fully come at somebody. And I think it was Jay-Z, I believe, came out with Takeover, and everybody was just like how they are with this MGK track. Oh, he body Nas, yada yada yada, this and that. And I'm like, and people were like, oh, whatever. And then Nas came out with Ether, and I mean, Ether, if it's not the greatest diss of all time, it's second greatest diss. It's between that and No Vaseline. I mean, there's been some other great disses that have came out over the years, but it's definitely them two or top two. Um, but that's what this kind of this diss reminds me of. Like with that, now I don't know. We don't know what Eminem has, when he's gonna respond, what he's gonna say. I don't think he has to respond back really quickly. Um, I said, like, when it comes to this, and I don't understand the whole thing of having to respond, like quickly or anything like that. So, but I said I kind of feel like, especially with the people that he came at, he's just really waiting to just all see who comes back, waiting to all see who says anything before he comes back. I don't think he wants to say come at MGK and then say Charlemagne. I know Joe Button says some stuff on his podcast. I didn't get a chance to look at that yet. I might do another video on that after I do that. That's if it's anything happened. I know he said he wasn't gonna come mad at him, and I mean I can respect that. But I said if you definitely listen, I mean, to it. I mean, look at the lyrics. I mean, it's not as good. I said except for the last verse. The last verse, he had a lot in there. Um, and then it's funny because the same people are like, oh well, he bodied Eminem and came at him. Eminem's gonna kill him anyway, and it's like, so why are you hyping up this like that? If that's your mindset, like if you think it's that good, you gotta ride with him, man. Um, but like I said, we'll see what happens. I said it'll be a while before a disc come out, so I'm actually coming up on my time limit for my upload. So I'm probably gonna end this, and I might continue on, like do like maybe I might do a part two, just to kind of, or the debate. I don't know. It all depends. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there. Um, like I said, just look it up, man. You'll see what I mean. So it's your boy Andre. I'll catch y'all in my next video.